Hello everybody, this is another journal project that I have completed, and we're not in my craft room because it is a complete mess. So I'm doing this on my kitchen table, and this was inspired by a story of mine that I wrote a long time ago, and also a swap in the Alternative Junk Journal group that I was not a part of the swap, but I decided to do this this beautiful vampire book anyway. The story of this book is, this is the journal of a woman that was accidentally turned into a vampire, and she is stalking her sire, and she gathers little bits and pieces of things of his and his other victims throughout the centuries, and she gathers them and collects them into this book of hers. The tassel that I made, I don't know if you can see that. The tassel is a bunch of sari silk. There is a little bottle of holy water, because even though she's a vampire, she may need some safety. And she has also on her tassel various symbols of religious safety things, the Hamsa, the evil eye. She also has some garlic and some crystals and a wooden stake, which this is a wooden stake made out of Palo Santo. So if you get the gumption to use it for cleansing, that's good for that too. The outside of the book is material, nice black with some green border, and I put the metal book corners, and I found this beautiful cameo that just was perfect and circled it with little pearl-like gems. And the clasp is just a elastic silver string going around a purple rose, and on the back is a little button where the closure is. As you can see, it's a pretty chunky book. Still in frame? Yeah, it's a pretty chunky book. There are 3 signatures. I don't know how many pages. I believe there's 36 pages throughout, so that's what, 72 pages altogether. It doesn't lay flat too well because the cereal box I used kind of got used to being bent in the book, but I covered the inside with this beautiful lace applique flowers. Is that in? Yeah. And I bought a book of vampires. This is actually a vampire, how to draw vampires, and then some beautiful pictures in there that I used within the book. This first thing is a sealed letter from the vampire woman who owned the book, and this is a letter to whoever finds her book. So there's a little story in there. There's graph paper throughout. I've got, oops, that wasn't supposed to be there. Little tuck spots throughout. This is a little booklet that I made. Who needs a map? Text spot there with this gorgeous vampire, and a guest check collaged. Oops, it's getting stuck in my finger now. Some tags, journaling tags. Cute little vampire tag there. This is just some foil wrap. A lot of journaling space, a coloring page. This is a bookmark with a pussy willow and a peacock feather. We're all mad here. And this is a vellum page that I stamped and created a tuck spot there on a book journal, journaling card tag. And there's a tuck spot behind and a tuck spot within the vellum. So you can put all kinds of things in there. Some eco-dyed paper. There's a bunch of different types of paper throughout. And then I made this little, I watched, I want to say it was Gail Agostino's tutorial on making this little envelope pocketbook, and out of a card there's a little tuck spot here, a little journaling area, tuck spot within the envelope and behind the envelope. So that's a little, that was fun. Some music notes, a lot of journaling area, little tuck spot with another journal card, eco-dyed paper. This might be a little hard to get out, but there's a little journal card in here. I think I made the opening on the wrong side, but there's a secret picture you can look at. I may have to change that opening. That was a little hard to get in. Okay, where the coloring page, a little collaged paper clip and a tag. I love all this eyelash thread. More journaling space. Some of the graph paper. I put on this envelope a little button closure with some eyelash fringe. And then there's a little fold out card with a picture of the vampire and someplace to write. I don't know if you can hear me. Been a little under the weather. This is another, well, this is the other side of the, that was just the first signature. And there's this signature, crazy vampire pictures. And this is supposed to be the vampire that this book is about, the vampire sire. And this is his little black book of vampires that he has created. So within the whole book, well, maybe he'll find some. Oh, it's upside down, that's why. Within the book you'll see drawings and some writings, vampire drawings, and you can use it as a journaling book. But there's just some pictures and journaling area, and I put it in upside down. Okay, and then that's just a little clip there. More music paper. I did some practice dyeing myself. I just used some alcohol inks and some of the distress ink, and I dipped some of the pages in it and splattered some of the red and brown on it to make it look like blood, and there's some flower paper, and I did some of that dyeing on some of the glassine bags I have and some vellum, and I created some tags. This is a belly band with a little bat fold out for journaling. More graph paper that I stamped with letters. Here's a vellum page that I dyed with the red and brown, and this is just a fold out picture of a couple of interesting vampires that I wanted to include. Some of the foil wrappings and bat pages that I put some book page on there. Journaling. Some more sheet music in the bat page. This is another one of those envelope booklets that I made. Down the rabbit hole. A little tag. And then this tag and the journal card. I really love making these. These are so simple and so cute. And then I put the rose in here on this vellum that I dyed. More graph paper. Journaling. There's a little tuck spot with a vampire kiss, true love. And then inside of this envelope, you'll find a bloody lace glove of one of the vampire's victims. Yes, I am just a little macabre. I can't help it. I was born too close to Halloween. And then there's more journaling paper. On the other side of the signature, and then here's another signature. Made a little tag. Put some really pretty, or not pretty, but interesting astrology paper on there. Journaling. Here's just a board that I made with I was just playing around with some collaging of tissue paper and stickers and pictures and vellum on the back. You can use it as a writing board because some of this is kind of chunky and hard to write on. More journaling paper. Here's another tag that I made, or a paper clip, altered paper clip. Journaling paper. More of that flower paper. Here's another, just a cute little collage. Lace and vampire picture, and I just was throwing everything on this board, and then I made stamped this with some corrugated cardboard. This is more of the vellum paper, and then I made this. Oh well, I guess he's stuck there. Oh, maybe not. Let's see. This was just supposed to be a tuck spot. And just a little card, and this is not supposed to be. There we go, yay! It's just the journaling area with the tuck spot there. Graph paper, journaling, center of the tag. Here's another, just a journal card with a belly band with some pretty interesting vampires. Journaling card on the back. More dyed vellum. It's just a journal card. A pretty vampire. Flower paper. There's another tuck spot area. This is just a journal card and a tag. And I made collage, a little button, flower in the back. A lot of journaling space. This is more of that dyed page paper that I did. I just splattered the red and brown ink on it, like as if somebody was being killed. And yes, I am very macabre. It was, and my hands were just red. As you can see, I just got finished with doing a lot of dyeing. Here's another touch spot. There's this lady here, and also I'm back. I love this. I took some scraps and just laid it all over it, and then put this on top, and it came out really pretty. I like that. More journaling spaces. Here's the other end to the signature with some more astronomy stuff. Here's an envelope with more journaling card. And then this is the back with the closure. And as you can see, this is a pretty thick book. I'm not sure what I'm doing with it yet. I may keep it, I may sell it, I may give it away to a friend or somebody. I'm not sure yet. But this took me a while to make, and I'm pretty proud of it. I hope you like it, and I hope you were able to see it all. And stay tuned for more.